Tony Hernandez, and today I'm going to show you how to be a bit more efficient with what? Excel 2013. However, you can use this with Excel 2019 as well. So stay tuned with this episode. Thank you. Application I'm working with is Excel 2013. I know 2013 is an older application, but there are a lot of companies still using this version of software. So I'm going to go ahead and show you these three things, and I hope you find them helpful. If not, and also one more thing, what I'm going to show you should work with 2019, which is the latest Excel application of Microsoft. All right, so here's number one. If we direct our attention to these columns A, B, C, D, and so forth, the number one thing I like to structure my Excel spreadsheets is when I scroll down, and if I have a lot of data. You notice at the very top, my number one row, which I have names on those columns, is not showing up. Okay, so in this instance, I'm going to show you how to keep these names viewable, where you can see them all the time. You can scroll down to 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000. Believe it or not, you can have data, that much data to view. So, how to do that? Let's go back to the very top. We go and highlight the first row, and the options we're looking at for is freeze pane. Okay, remember that. So you have three options. The one we are looking for is freeze top row. Okay, so we're going to choose this option. And once we do that, if we scroll down, it's there. The names are there, and so forth. You can scroll all the way down as far as you want. It's going to stay there. Now, why? Why would you want to do that? Now, I did mention at the very beginning why I would do that. If you scroll down, if you scroll down to far enough, you're going to forget what these columns are named, right? What's E23? Well, freezing the top row will show you what these names are. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, when you get busy with Excel and you don't want to crowd this Excel spreadsheet with a lot of data that otherwise don't make sense. Okay, so we want to distribute that data in a separate sheet on the same workbook, but a new sheet. Okay, so how do we do that? So this option here gives you the ability to create a new worksheet, right? And you can create them as much as you want. There's a keyboard shortcut because you want to rely on keyboard shortcuts moving forward. And why? It makes you become more efficient. And what I mean more efficient is you become more fast because you're dealing with a lot of data or just a bit of data. It doesn't matter. You want to be able to use keyboard shortcuts as much as possible. Okay, and so the keyboard shortcut is Shift F11. Okay, so if you on your keyboard locate your Shift button, you click it once and then F11, and it creates you a new worksheet. Okay, so just remember that keyboard shortcut Shift F11 will create you a new sheet. All right, so let's go back. And the last and final thing I'm going to show you is, you notice how I have numbers here. Who would want to create all these numbers? Who would want to type all these numbers, right? I mean, that's a lot of numbers to type. You can type them by no means. You can type them all you want. I'm going to show you a way to be a bit more efficient, more faster to do that process. So if you want to start with 10, right? So I'm going to start with 10, hit enter, and you want to go 12 and so forth. So let's go ahead and just grab this number. And if we scroll down and then let go, you notice this little box here? Click this little drop down arrow and it gives you options. Let's choose fill series, and you notice that changed. So now you can grab this little box here and scroll all the way down. Go as far as you want, and it will give you those numbers. All right, so it's pretty quick and fast way to do that. All right, and believe me, I've used this process many times, and I've used Excel for many years, and I've been in IT for 21 years, give or take a year. But believe me, this will help you tremendously. Okay, so that's pretty much it. 3 things: freeze the first row, how to create a new worksheet, and I showed you the keyboard shortcut for that, and also creating a number series in a column, okay, without having to type all these numbers down. All right, so that's pretty quick tips there, and I hope this helps you out in your Excel journeys. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I will be creating more content around Excel, because as time goes by, you don't want to forget. And if you forget some process here and there, you can always go back to the Excel videos and look at those processes. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.